Morning, day 41. We're back on trail. Maybe not quite a mile yet on the official trail. We had a 4/10 mile walk back from the Woods Hole Hostel where we had a great stay. We had the safari tent, so basically a private room last night. Good food last night, and this morning the breakfast was amazing. I had seconds, but there was some oatmeal, but like a lot of raisins and a lot of variety of nuts and seeds to put on it. Bunch of toppings. The bread, pumpkin bread was awesome. The pear jam on the regular bread was excellent. Had seconds on both of those. Some cheesy grits. But now it's time to hike. Very full belly. And we have about 10.5 miles to Pearisburg, where we're going to do resupply. Should be pretty quick and easy there. There's some things that weren't available back there. You know, it's a trade-off. We could have made do with what they had back at the hostel for resupply and avoided the mile or so walk over to the store. But over there, we're going to be able to get a treat if we're still into the idea, because we're going to pass right next to a Dairy Queen. So it might be finally the opportunity to get that chocolate shake. So until about 45 minutes ago, or maybe an hour ago, it was still pretty foggy again this morning. But it's opened up. Had to put my sunglasses on leaving the hostel. And although it looks like it's going to be a great day, Jennifer tells me it's supposed to rain somewhere around 11 o'clock this morning, 1 p.m. So that'll be about the time we're getting close or in town. So we'll deal with it. Now that everything's dried out, we'll get it all wet again.
You know, why would people come here and pay when this is free?
Here we're at Doc's Knob Shelter. Let me get out of the sunlight. If I can step up these stairs.
Actually quite nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Huh.
The lowest step up into a shelter I've seen so far. Sometimes it's an awkward step and you could use something. Got a picnic table, a love seat here, benches on the sides. Yeah. This is pretty nice. But we just got started. We're heading back on the trail.
Go see what the other side has to offer.
I just came up to the power line view. You see a bunch of little homes down the valley between the forest. Off in the distance, it's fully fogged in. Let's see what the other side has. Big boulders we came past on the way over Angel's Rest View. And now we'll head down toward Pearisburg. Walking down to the town of Pearisburg, Virginia. Should be within a mile of the trailhead. And I think it's about a mile after that over to the Food Lion grocery store and Dairy Queen. So we'll get our resupply groceries and then we'll head back out on trail. The trail was already coming down to town, so it wasn't too far out of our way to resupply here in town with greater options at the supermarket. All right. Just within a minute or so after we hit the road, where the trail comes down to the road, started toward the Food Lion. The rain kicked in. Well, I got my Dairy Queen. Stopped and got their shakes, and then we're walking across the street to the Food Lion to resupply. Hopefully this rain will slow down I haven't worn a raincoat yet, but I'm gonna have to for the way back. It's still raining like this. Well, we're finally rolling out of the food line. Been down here in town for about 2 hours, including getting the shake, doing our shopping, repacking, and eating a bagged salad from the grocery store. And we have a mile back to trail. And then we'll start making real miles that count toward the trail. All right, there's the river. It's tough to use the phone when it's getting wet like this. Doesn't like to recognize my fingertip, but yeah, we're halfway across. There's what the surrounding area looks like. Well, there's no traffic driving by. So in the next half mile or so, we should be getting off the road and going back up in the hills. Still about 6.5 miles to the shelter. We're hoping that there'll be room inside, but Jennifer especially like that. But we'll see, because there's probably other people that are already there and been hanging out, or we'll get there soon. We saw a snake like this a couple of weeks ago. One of Jennifer's friends said it was a black rat snake. It's pretty long. He's like 3.5 feet long, probably. Anyway, I gotta go up that way. Bye-bye, snake. It's about 1.75 miles to go. I was on track to make it to camp by 7:30, but I had to stop a little while ago. And now it's going to be 7:40 or something like that. I still got a ways to go, unfortunately. It's 6:45, I think, right now. Probably a little later. But we're hoping to stay at the shelter. I'm sure Jennifer wants to stay inside it, but have to see how crowded it is when she gets there. Beautiful. View from near my campsite at Rice Field Shelter. Low clouds in the valley, and it's very foggy here. It doesn't show so much, but these trees are much foggier than what the camera shows. End of day recap, day 41. We left Woods Hole Hostel this morning after a great breakfast. Hiked 18.7 miles of trail miles, plus 2 bonus miles walking over to the food line and back. But it was worth it because we got, besides we resupplied, I always got to do that. But also we finally got the shakes that we were, at least I was thinking of for most of the last week. Since I was disappointed I couldn't get one somewhere else when we're in town. Rained a lot, fair amount today. Shoes and socks are soaked once again, but supposed to rain tonight, and pretty much every day of the week it's has a forecast for rain. So we'll see how it goes, but won't let the rain get us down. Got to keep hiking. Good night.